Hello, and welcome to the Oracle Apex Tutorial 4, focusing on Form Layout, Part 1, Video Training, brought to you by M&S Consulting. On the screen is a list of assumptions and requirements for this tutorial, as well as the location of the full article with more in-depth information. This section of this tutorial focuses on loading the custom data and creating and testing the base application. So the first thing that we need to do, as with all our other tutorials in this series, is we first need to log into Apex. Again, making sure you have at least developer level rights. And while the OEHR sample data is not 100% required, we do recommend that you log into the workspace that has that installed. And this tutorial is going to be a little different. We're first actually going to go to our SQL workshop, and then we're going to click on the icon that says SQL scripts. Next, we're going to run a script that will load the custom data for this tutorial. Click Create, and we're going to give the script a name of HTEMP. And then down here in the body, we're going to paste in our script. The script in its entirety is available in the full in-depth article for copy pasting. And we're going to save this. And you'll see that it's saved. And we're going to click on the icon for it. And now we're going to click Run. It'll ask us to confirm, and we'll click Run again, and it'll bring us to an end result screen, and then we can click the icon on the right to view the results, and you'll see that it processed 4 out of the 5 statements properly with only 1 error, and that error is not a critical error. So now that we're done, we'll click Home on our breadcrumb line, and we'll actually go into our application builder. And we're going to create a new application. And create application and click Next. We're going to give it a name of Form Layout. Going to accept what it says for the application number. We're creating it from scratch, and the schema is Consult. Then we're going to insert a blank page. And we're going to use 1 level of tabs. And we're not using any shared components. And the attributes are all fine as defaults. And for this tutorial, we're going to use Theme 12. I'm going to click Next. And it'll ask us to confirm our choices, and then we'll click Create to create the application. Okay. Then from here we're going to add a page, and we're going to say we're going to add a form. I'm going to click Next, and it's going to be a form based on a table or view, so click Next. And the table or view owner is going to be Consult, and then the table or view name we're going to use is we're going to click on the button, and we're going to select that HTEMP table that we created earlier, and click Next. And we're going to change the page name and region title to say Form Layout. Add the T there. Everything else is okay on this page. We'll click Next. We are not using any tabs on this page. Click Next. And primary key is OK, so we'll click Next. And we'll use the existing trigger. And we're going to need all the columns. We're going to select the first one, then we're going to scroll down to the bottom, press and hold the Shift key, and then select the bottom one. That will select all the columns. We'll click Next. And our process options are all OK, so we'll click Next. And we're going to take our branching options here and make both of them page 2, so this will branch right back to itself. And we'll click Next, and we'll double check our choices. And click Finish to actually create the page. And then we need to make a quick edit to the page first. And under Page Processing, under Validations, there's one at the bottom that says P2 Rec Create Date. I'm going to select that because we actually need to remove that. So once we're in this screen here, we'll click Delete. It will ask us to confirm. The explanation for the deletion of this validation is in the full article. Now we can click Run to run the page, and it will ask us to log in. And here we have our page. And you see we have Create, Cancel. We have all of our fields ready to go, so the base application does work. Now we're going to start changing some of the attributes on it. So we're going to come down here, and we're going to click Edit Page 2. And under Regions, we're going to click Form Layout. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the title of the region, and we're going to say Employee Info. I'm going to say Apply Changes. Okay, you see now that we've changed the region title, it now says Employee Info. We're going to make a couple more changes to this region, and then we're going to undo them. So we're going to go back to Edit Page 2, and then back over under our regions. We're going to click Employee Info. And then what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down, and under User Interface, we are going to change our display point and our template. First thing we're going to do is we're going to change our display point to say Page Template Region Position 3, and we're going to change our template to say Borderless Region. And once that's done, we're going to apply the changes, and then we're going to run the page. And you'll see the name is still there, but it is now a completely borderless region, and its position is altered slightly, even if it doesn't look quite like it. But we're going to undo these last two changes. So we're going to go back to Edit Page 2, back to our Employee Info under Regions. We're going to leave the region title the same because that's good where it is. And then we're going to change our template back to Form Region, and our display point we're going to change back as well to Page Template Body. And then we'll go up and we'll click Apply Changes. And that's it for this part of the tutorial. We'll see you in the next section.